What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino back on my back on my late night like it's date night. Here with y'all. It's Friday night live on my channel, man. We decided to do an open topic tonight. I didn't have time to put anything together for y'all, but we will do what we normally do when it comes to open topic. For however many people are still woke at this time and ready to jump in. Um, Magic, first one in the door. First one in the door, Lady Trill. The first one in. What's that? A hand clap? You slapping? You trying to backhand me? What's that? But yeah, we gonna go open topic tonight, man. So whoever's woke, whoever's up, we will chop it up and get it going, man. And as y'all know the rules. I will repeat them periodically throughout the night. That hit the like button as you come in the door. Soon as you walk in the door, I said hello. Okay, I thought you were trying to backhand me. Um, hit the like as y'all come in the door, man, and I'll repeat that at least 3 or 4 times before the night is over with, I'm sure. And we'll get right into it. A lot going on. I'll wait till a few more people come in before I say what I want to say. One of the promotions that I want to give, and I see the family coming in. Our parody, Aaron Vasquez, Hector Montoya, Lavish Logos. I see y'all coming through, man. Daniel, all the family coming in. A lot of familiar names. So I appreciate y'all jumping in with me this late. I know I had been doing pretty good. I think I've been doing pretty good coming, not starting so late. But had a long day, had a long, busy day, and didn't really get a chance. I'm just getting settled in. Just getting settled in, man. So I didn't want to not come on here. So we gonna get it going. So here, y'all know the rules are open topic. Any questions that y'all might have for me, feel free to ask them. Any statements that y'all want to make about something that's going on and may want me to elaborate on it, feel free to mention it. If I have familiarity or knowledge of it, I will speak on it. If I don't, I'll simply say, I don't know. Nothing wrong with saying, I don't know. I see a lot of times too many people. I was watching this podcast, man. Shout out to my homie KO and my homie Greek, because they put me up on this podcast. I'm not going to say the name of it, but they had a guest on the podcast and they really ruined what could have been a great interview with a great guest because they were so busy trying to prove that they were just as smart and knowledgeable as the guest that they had on. And that's not the purpose of bringing a guest on your show. If you bring somebody on your show, you want the world to know what's on their mind. You want to give them the floor. You are laying out your platform in order to give them the floor to say what's on their mind. But if you jumping in every 2 seconds, interrupting them, uh, trying to say what you did too, and yeah, we used to do this, and yeah, that's just like us. We got this, and it just kills the whole interview. And they spent the whole interview just doing that, and it was clearly frustrating to the guests. It was clearly frustrating to the people who were watching the show because I went straight to the comment section. I went straight to the comment section. So it's like 1,300 comments, and I stopped reading in the hundreds. Everybody in the comments was complaining about how these dudes was interviewing, because how you gonna ask a question then try to answer it? How you keep interrupting the dude while he trying to answer the question and answering serious questions, and they playing and cracking jokes at the wrong time. You know, you gonna crack a little joke here and there while you talking to somebody, or some humorous might come up, but they cracking jokes at the wrong time. You talking about something serious in a serious moment, and then you bust out and make a little corny joke in the middle of it, and that just breaks the whole flow of the subject of the topic. So yeah, it was a tough interview to watch, man, but it just um it just restamped in my brain, you know, my own interview training. You know, I was taught from day one back when I was doing my radio show. Um, I was given some great advice. Shout out to Brother Russell for giving me that great advice. He was like, man, you got to let your guests talk. You can't be interviewing somebody and you talking more than the guest. And it was just a hard interview to watch, man. Hey, man, we got to do an early OG salute. If y'all ain't hit that like button, man, hit it right now for your big brother. If y'all haven't hit the like, there's some of y'all that haven't clicked like yet. But we got to do an early OG salute because it's looking like my homie is up in here. Hold on, Tech. I see you. Y'all see where it says DJ? Y'all see the name DJ in the chat? That's my brother, South Park Coalition's own 30 years plus. Texas Tech is in the building. If you're an SPC fan, you already know who it is. You know what I'm saying? We need to do an OG salute. I want y'all to give me some shout outs, some thumbs up, some 100, some power fists. Salute, strong arm. Everybody in here, drop some love. Anytime we got SPC OG members in the building or any OGs from anywhere that come into our chat, we're going to pay homage, man. And this is my brother from way back. I got to holler at you too, Tech. So I shoot you my new info. So y'all shout out to my brother, man. It is what it is. But this is open topic. This is open topic tonight. So whatever y'all got on y'all mind, y'all feel free to get it started, man. We're gonna see who get it cracking. Who's gonna be the first person to get it cracking? Let me go back. And I'm gonna try not to fall too far behind like I always do. Yeah, I had a busy day, Aaron. Daniel says audio optics seems like a real thing that is happening to me. Why did you write it? Because I wanted it to be a real thing that was happening to you. That was my way of myself expressing my version of what I hope it would be like to listen to my music to the person that's listening to it. It's audio optics. I say what I see, then make you see what I say. That's where that came from. So yeah, it looks like it worked. Open topic, man. We scrolling down. Just Incredible Fantasy says, I recently left my job. I'm going for a new job interview this Monday at a trading firm. Well, man, well, good luck to you. Well, not luck. Ain't no such thing as luck, but blessings to you, man. And, you know, put your best foot forward and hopefully everything will work out. Special woman, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and keep your notifications on. Special woman says, when did you become conscious of the reality of the world? I mean, I don't think that we are ever fully conscious of the reality of the world because things change so much. So I could never make the claim that, oh yeah, I'm fully conscious. I'm aware. I understand. Nah, I mean, you pick up pieces and parts of it as you go through life. That's all I can say. Like, there are some things I learned 25 years ago. There's some things I learned this week. So there's so much knowledge. Knowledge is infinite. So you never get it. But if I had to ask, I guess not necessarily remix your question, but I can tell you when I started my journey in terms of just consciously seeking out knowledge and seeking, that happened when I started attending meetings at the Nation of Islam, when I started going to Muhammad Mosque in the nation and hearing the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, hearing Minister Farrakhan. That's what started the journey. It's like, okay, because they were the ones who cracked my head open when I was still running around here, you know, following a lot of traditions and a lot of falsehoods that have been um, taught to us and imposed on us for generations. So yeah, so that was the start of it. Lady Trilla says since he was a zygote. Now not that far back. Aaron says, do you feel good about dissing someone and then and them made it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame without them responding at all when he clearly claims dissing back everyone? I know what you're talking about. I mean, no, I mean, look, when I go at somebody in a rhyme or in a verse or for whatever, it's a purpose behind it. I don't randomly take shots, and I speak on things that I'm passionate about. I speak on things that are important to me, and it's not about worrying about who responds back or whatever. It's about me getting off my chest what I have to get off my chest if I feel strongly enough to do that. And then, whatever the fallout is after that, then that's what the fallout is. Hey, y'all hit the like button, man. There's too many of y'all that haven't clicked like yet. Too many of y'all that haven't clicked like yet. Appreciate y'all giving my brother Tech an OG salute. What's your best advice in terms of finding your way into financial and work-life balance? It's been a struggle for me ever since I graduated high school back in 2018. I'm a big believer in balance. So you saying finding the balance between working and just life, like not neglecting one for the other, if I'm understanding your question right. Um, if I'm understanding your question right, if that's the question, you have to force it. You got to force it because let's just say, for example, you have a family. You got a wife, some children, and all that. That's something that demands your attention, and it's something that should be number one. Your family should be number one. Prioritizing your family should be number one. Now, of course, we know that your work is the thing that sustains your family, but you have to force the balance. It's 24 hours in a day, roughly. So you have to find a way, if you got to sit down and write it down and figure out how to manage those hours to be able to give time to your family while still making sure that you get your work done so your family ain't living up under a bridge. So you have to force it, because a lot of times we'll get in this mode where we just say we're just gonna overwork, we're gonna work, 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 work. I'm gonna be a workaholic, and something is always gonna suffer. And if you start to neglect the work, then the work and the finances are gonna suffer. So you have to really just lay out a formula to find that balance, to force that balance. It ain't about finding the balance. It's about you creating the balance. Because you don't just luck up on the balance. You got to create it. Zay Sanchez, I appreciate you, man. Our parody says, what do people think of this toxic social culture that's emerged since COVID? You think it only started when COVID? Now I think that there's been a toxic social culture long before COVID, decades and decades. This ain't something that just popped off during that time. But different people are going to view it in different ways, because if you are a person who is a participant in the toxic culture, if you are a person who is a contributor to the toxic culture, or someone who creates toxic culture, then you're not looking at it no kind of way. You feel like it's cool, especially in this day and age where through social media, a lot of people profit from that. They profit from being foolish. They profit from being ignorant. They profit from acting a fool and being buck wild in front of the whole world. So it depends on who you ask that question. Now, of course, we know there's other people that see the danger in that. They see the detriment in that. It's like, man, this is destroying us as a people. But everything has a root as well. So a lot of the things that we do and that we see being done at our worst, when we present the worst versions of ourselves before the whole world, there's somebody higher up that's allowing that to happen, that's providing the platform for that to happen, because they'll shut down and cancel and shut down a channel when somebody's on there teaching the people the right things and dropping science, dropping knowledge, and trying to save and wake the people up the right way. They'll shut that channel down because you're telling on them. But as long as you act the biggest fool in the world, you can twerk all day, you can stand up there with flashing guns and talking about how many niggas you shot and how many blowjobs you gave, and you can talk about all that all day long, and you fine. They have no problem with that. So we just got to know what kind of world we living in. We got to know the kind of world we live in. This world is set up to be opposite of right. So there are people who are gonna hate it, and there are people who are gonna love it. And the people who love it are the ones who, number one, like I say, they benefit from it. Open topic, man. Hey, real quick, man. The new episode of Legends 34 podcast just aired tonight. I waited till it went off before I came on. That's our sports podcast. Y'all know we got the Underground Dialogue podcast, but I also have a sports podcast. Y'all probably can't see this, but y'all see it. That I host with my homie DJ Rec. Y'all go to Legends 34 on YouTube and y'all check out the sports podcast. We about 12 episodes in, and the new episode aired tonight. So if y'all still woke when we get off of here, go check out the new episode of Legends 34 and any back episodes that y'all missed. We need y'all to subscribe and engage. Now the Underground Dialogue podcast, because I see Casper Crystal put UFOs. It's I don't know if it's I don't believe in coincidence, but the next episode of Underground Dialogue podcast, we have brother Ilya Rashad Muhammad, who is he's the author of this book. He's the author of this book. He's a student minister in the Nation of Islam out of Memphis, Tennessee. And we had him as a guest on the Underground Dialogue podcast, which will air next Wednesday. The Underground Dialogue podcast airs every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. So we got a set locked in time for y'all to tune in. But this brother, he'll be our guest, and he'll be talking about the whole UFO thing and the lies that have been taught to us about so-called UFOs. And y'all don't want to miss that episode. Yeah. Happy birthday to your son, Zay. Dollar bill, y'all. Martial arts experiment is in the building. Dollar. We getting ready to drop that new comic book, The Annihilation of the Evil Machine, and we getting ready to drop this EP. As soon as I can get all this other work off my back, then I can get to that. RGB King. RGB. Hey man, let me give you a shout out, brother. Let me shout you out, bro. Let me show you some love. Let me give you some flowers, RGB King, because I saw you in the chat on the Legends 34 episode tonight. I saw you in there, man. So I want to give you a shout out for coming through and supporting all the channels that we are part of, bro. I saw you in the chat, man. So I appreciate that. Your question is, it said, why in Valley of Decision, the last couple of bars, I can't tell if it's God or the devil talking. I don't know. I got to listen to what you heard. I don't know what you heard. But you got to follow that one closely. You got to follow that one closely because it's a twist. But, you know, that song is 18 years old now. So all my fan base, they familiar with that song. T. Miller says, have you ever thought about writing movie scripts? Some of your songs could be movie. Yeah, you know, I had it on my mind just over the years. It's the same like when people used to always ask me, would I ever write a book? And I was like, I don't know what to write about. And I finally did write a book and ended up writing 2 books. So it'll come whenever it comes, if it's meant to come. But yeah, lately, the conversation about writing a movie script has been coming up and people have been throwing it at me. But, you know, I got to have the right kind of concept, the right kind of idea. I know a lot of my songs could be, but a lot of my songs that people try to equate into movies are a lot of my sci-fi stuff. You got to have budget to put something like that together. So my first movie script probably would just be on some reality, some real life stuff that doesn't require a Spielberg budget. Justin says your sports podcast must be suppressed, bro. I don't know, because it is moving kind of slow. You know, subscriber count is low and all. So you can never tell, man. They might. I feel like I'm being shadow banned on this channel, so you can tell. But you know, we pushing and promoting, so we'll pick it up. We don't make excuses. We don't make excuses. We just make it better. That's the goal. Daniel says, do you watch any reality shows of a fan that plays your music all the time and doesn't know they are on a show? Hold on, I don't understand the question. You say, do you watch any reality shows of a fan that plays your music all the time and doesn't know they are on a show? What's this, the Truman Show? I mean, I don't think I understand the question. Open topic, y'all. I'm just scrolling down. I said I wasn't gonna fall behind, but it looks like I did. So I'm gonna try to do my best to keep up with y'all. Appreciate you, Justin. Justin say he watched it. Bubba Seeds is in the building. Lady Trill says, do you believe that marriage is a business? For some people, it is. We can't generalize and say all marriage is a business, but for some people, it is a business. It's a business arrangement. Some people marry for money. Some people say, okay, this person has a lot of money. I don't. That person loves me. I'll marry that person, and now I'll have a lot of money. So it could be a business arrangement. It could be a situation where somebody decides that, okay, this person has a certain expertise in this field. I have a certain expertise in this field. We can come together as a couple and grow this thing and build this up. And it's just a better aesthetic to look like, to do it as a couple. You know, so it depends on who. It's not, we can't generalize and say it's marriage itself, because even though the divorce rate is through the freaking roof, regardless of the reason why people marry, because people marry for business, people marry for position and power and benefits and security and all these wrong reasons, but the divorce rate is still the same, Rich folks marrying rich folks and they getting divorced. Poor folks marrying poor folks and they getting divorced. But there is a small percentage of people who are still getting married for love, who actually get married and have successful marriages. You know, it still happens. Now it's a needle in a haystack, but it's still happening. And there are people who do get married and they remain conscious and aware of the vows that they stated when they got married, because that's one of the biggest issues that happens in marriage. Like everybody stands there looking each other's eyes, all Google eyed, while the preacher's just saying what he's saying, making you repeat all this, and you tell this person these lies about how you gonna be there in sickness and health, for better for worse, for richer for poor. And the first sign of any one of those three categories that actually comes into fruition, we ready to bail out. Oh, man, I didn't know when I married him he was gonna have to get his legs cut off, and he got diabetes, and I just can't be pushing him around in no wheelchair forever. I didn't know when I married her, she had like $2 million. She was sitting good. Her business was popping up. Now we broke. I gotta go. See, better for worse. Somebody go through something, they have mental breakdowns, and oh man, I can't. I'm out. I can't deal with that. I'm out. So a lot of what happens is people don't stay true to the vows that they said. You in that moment, you in the church, her family over there, your family over there, the preacher in the middle, and you lying, y'all lying to everybody. So it just depends. You know, some people get married at the wrong time. You know, some people mistake what love even is. You think you love somebody. You think, see, because we get caught up in in misdefining the word love. You know, you could look at somebody's eyes and just feel all that warm feeling. I just love you, man. Nah, that ain't what love is. Love is all that other stuff I just got through saying. Walking the door, baby, I lost my job. Okay, well, let's figure it out. Let's sit down and figure it out together, baby. These bills is over. Well, we're gonna figure it out together. You know, that's love. Love is how you deal with a person when it's bad. Not when it's good. It's easy when it's bad. I mean, when it's good, that's automatic. See? So, no, marriage in general is what the two people who get married make it. Appreciate that, our parody. Y'all hit that like button for your big brother. Thank you. Super Heat, what's going on, man? That's another new name in the building. Subscribe to the channel, Super Heat, and make yourself a regular. Don't let this be the last time that I see you. We got Super Heat, Special Woman. I'm shouting out the new names that I'm not used to seeing, so y'all don't be strangers. Casper Crystal says AI will take your job. That's what it's looking like. It's leaning towards, well, you know, because a lot of this AI stuff is starting to really ramp up, and a lot of people that are trying to convince the people that, oh man, it's just gonna be good. It's gonna, you know, and it's like anything else. Individually, it's about how you use it. But I ain't talking about individually. Just like Casper's not talking, he's talking about AI gonna take your job. I'm talking about on higher levels that are beyond whatever personal usage we try to do. If we're into tech, computer, you know, that type of stuff, then we may have individual uses for what we can benefit from. But I'm talking about on that shadow level that we don't see, and people who can use AI for the wrong purposes. See, people who can frame you for a crime that you didn't commit, because now they can digitally impose you into a situation, and they looking at you on the news and like, oh wow, that is him, and it ain't you. People who can take AI and use your voice to be confessing or admitting to something that you didn't even do. And your own people, your own family saying, yeah, that's him. I'm listening to the boy. Yep, that's him. That's the part of AI that I talk about, that I think about. And even like Casper said, when it comes to the point where it starts to take people's livelihood and their ability to make a living, we got to be careful, man. They always present technology and things to us in its most innocent, funny form in the beginning. Oh, look at a little fun thing that they're doing now. Wow, they can take your voice and put you over here. They can move you or not. Nah, man. So we jumping on it, having fun with it. But it's experimental. They relaxing you. But at the end of the day, they could take this thing and I'm telling you, watch, man. And you're not gonna be able to know the difference. It's like it's gonna be like Photoshop on steroids, you know. When Photoshop first came out and you could push, but then the trained eye got to the point where they could look at something and tell it's Photoshop. People who do graphics and things like that. But this AI is gonna be so advanced. Like with these little songs and stuff they making, man. And you don't know, man, I'm telling you, man. I just did a video last week. And my homie Young Pro, he let me hear a song. He said, man, he said all he did was like, I guess, enter in his words for a hook on a song. He just entered the words. He just transcribed the words into the AI technology, and it came with his beat, and it came right back with somebody singing the freaking hook, singing his words as a hook. They had formed the whole melody and everything. So while we can look at that and say, well, wow, man, okay, you know, if it helps an artist kind of put together, you can look at it like that. But it's always a deeper danger. That's how I think. That's the way I think. It's called artificial intelligence for a reason. It's telling you in the name. Appreciate the love, Daniel. Kenzo VL, hey man, that's another new name. Don't be a stranger, Kenzo. C19 made it more pronounced, I believe. I guess you're talking about the question I asked about just social toxicity, making it more pronounced. I don't really agree, man. I just don't. See, what happened during the pandemic was a lot of people were forced to be at home with the person that they were living with longer, more. So a lot of people fell out because it's just like, oh man, where I would normally be at work, where I would normally be out and about doing this, the world is shut down. So now I got to stare in this person's face. They got to stare in my face all day long. And now divorce went up, domestic violence went up. People started finding more weird stuff to do and get into. But I just feel like people had been doing that. Now, maybe the numbers may disagree with me, but Local by Nature said, I made it. Yeah, you made it. See, there's always been a social disconnect. I mean, that's not new. I'm old school. I've been around a long time. There's always been a social disconnect. Is that Bazil Claymore? What's going on? Said, never heard of Reno. Never heard of me or the coalition. What y'all going on about? And what's this channel about? Well, you are like, you are super new. So, hey, we appreciate you coming through. I appreciate your honesty, too. It's like, hey, man, I don't know. You must have just been going on YouTube and just was walking down the YouTube street and just stumbled and fell and landed into my universe, you know. Well, I appreciate you coming through. I couldn't break it all down to you in one night, brother. But so I just suggest that you Google, do some YouTubing and some Googling, man. But either way, man, I appreciate your slide. You say, what's this channel all about? You like, you don't know nothing. I hope you find out. I hope next time we see you, you kind of like, okay, yeah, I gotta understand. Bug Powder Dust, another new name. Appreciate the love, Bug Powder Dust. What are some of the best discographies in music, in your opinion? Oh man, oh that's easy. You said you said you said Michael Jackson, the Beatles, and Sade are some of the artists on my list. Well, you know, two of them you named, yeah, it's automatic. You know, Mike and Sade, that's like automatic. I've been on a Sade binge for how long? What? I've been on the Sade binge. I've been rocking Sade, playing Sade for like the last month. It's heavy. Listening, watching reaction channels and everything. Michael Jackson. But to answer your question, Prince, Stevie Wonder, Sam Cooke, KRS-One, Scarface, Too Short, Ghetto Boys, um, freaking OJs. Too many to name, but these are some of the best discographies in music. So those are the ones that pop out because that's what I mainly listen to. That's a great question. Mr. Shannon, what's up, homie? What it do from Katie? I'm too busy these days, so I'm off to bed. Every time you come on here, you say you finna go to bed. You just come on and let us know you're getting ready to go to bed. What's up, Jesse? My homie out there in Denver, Colorado. Hey, we didn't get a chance to come to Denver a few months back. We came to Colorado Springs, but we didn't make it to Denver this time. JD, what up, JD? I see you. MC Josiah, what's going on, man? Subscribe to the channel, Josiah. Don't be a stranger. Let us see you again. Local by Nature says, have you ever thought about writing a sermon and delivering it at a church? Oh, no. Well, first of all, I'm far from being qualified or dignified enough to be a minister. That's for ordained ministers, pastors, preachers, reverends, whatever. That's their world. I'm not a minister. I'm not a pastor. I'm not a preacher. I'm not an evangelist. I'm none of that. I'm just a regular dude. But I learned from the wise ministers, pastors, preachers, and reverends, and I learned from those people, and I just try to relay it on my level, the way I relay it, you know, to the people. We all connected, so I just the rostrum is their platform to relay it to us, and then those of us who take to it, we take it and run with it and relay it to the people through our way. This is my rostrum right now. I'm on my rostrum right now. You know, when I go in the studio and that's my rostrum. That's when I put a record out. That's my rostrum. So it's funny because the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, he said something years ago when he met with my mentor, student minister, Brother Abdul Halim Muhammad, and some other brothers that were in the hip hop game. And he told them, he said, one of your rap songs will reach more people than 1,000 of my speeches because of the power of music, the power of hip hop, basically saying, look, you know, some guy puts a record out and goes platinum or gold. The average minister is not getting 500,000 million people when they deliver a sermon, they deliver a speech. Now, YouTube and internet kind of equalize that now, but you're still not getting the same numbers. So my job and what I believe my gift was to do music, was to spread the message through the music, you know. Appreciate the question. Jimmy, what's up, Jimmy? Jimmy Robinson, my brother from Alabama. Grandor Hill up in this thing. Shalom to you, Frank. Billy Carson. I gotta look up Billy Carson. I gotta check him out. I can't give a opinion. I can't give an opinion on somebody I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to scroll down and catch up a little bit. Open topic, y'all. Lamont Stevens, I see you. Chelsea, we get a lot of new people tonight. Chelsea says, I'm new here too, K-Rino. Hope you're doing well. We want to see you live. What city are you in, Chelsea? Don't be a stranger. All my new people that's popping in tonight, don't be a stranger. Rick Timms III said, Tyrone Davis. Don't sleep on Tyrone Davis, y'all. Okay, I'm waiting. Hold on, I gotta start back from the top. Man, I'm lost. Hold on, y'all. I'm lost. I'm like a little child in the mall. Texas Tech, my brother DJ says marriage is a challenge, and you are challenging God when you don't take the challenge after going under oath with a promise you made to God, yourself, and your partner. Man, woo-wee, boy, that's solid. That's solid right there. Cosmo 1000, what's going on, my brother? Appreciate the love. 74 red. Man, how did I fall this far behind, man? I'm jacked up, y'all, because I don't want to skip nobody. Hold on. I'm way behind. Hold on, y'all. In the meantime, y'all hit the like button. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to catch up. Y'all hit the like button if you haven't already. And to click that bell, too, because when y'all click that little bell that's right by the like, it'll let y'all know every time I come online so y'all can be on time when I come online. Hold on, man. Josiah says, I love your early stuff and new stuff as well. Favorite songs of Verbal Executioner. Woo, boy, you went back to 1995. And the new song, The Ghost Maker. Yeah, you from the past to the present. Chris B says, do you have any other book recommendations? Depends on what you're into. Message to the Black Man. I read a lot of Nation of Islam books. So, yeah. I'm unapologetically NOI. So, Message to the Black Man, How to Eat to Live, Brother Demetrius' book, But Didn't You Kill Malcolm? The book I just held up, Brother Elias' book. Hold on, man. Umberto King says, what do you think about the attention that Terrence Howard is getting? A lot of people feel that he should stay in his lane as an actor. Well, I couldn't disagree with people who say that more, because that's the problem. See, remember when the lady came out, the white lady told LeBron he need to shut up and dribble? See, that's always been the mindset that they try to impose on Black people. Like, whatever your gift is that we know you for, just shut up and do that. We don't need you speaking on politics. We don't need you speaking on religion. We don't need you speaking on social issues, none of that. Just shut up. If you're an actor, shut up and act, because you ain't qualified to speak on this. Well, here's the news flash. A lot of the so-called politicians ain't qualified to speak on politics. Definitely those in media, like the lady who said that about LeBron, are not qualified to speak on politics. They just media. They just talking heads. See? They're not qualified. And they're operating under an agenda because they know the power and influence of the athletes, the actors, the singers, the rappers. They know the power and influence that they have over the oppressed people. So Terrence Howard is going through what I believe to be an awakening, where he's picking up on a lot of things that he may not have been privy to whatever his journey started. His journey may have been started, for all I know. But men like that and women like that become dangerous to the establishment once they are no longer just focusing on entertaining. We just gonna entertain. That's all they want us to do. Just entertain us. You ain't gotta do nothing else. So yeah, even if you might not agree with everything he says, everything's going right, man. I respect the fact that he's standing up boldly, going on these platforms, speaking his talking his talk. And he had actually said anyway that he was like letting acting go anyway. He was denouncing that anyway, because a lot of these brothers and these sisters, they start to become aware of how evil Hollywood is. They start to wake up like, man, I'm involved in a satanic industry, and they don't want no parts of it. They see they've been behind the curtain. They've seen all of the dirty stuff that go on, and they don't want no parts of it no more. So that's when you know a person is like, I'm done, because when you start talking that certain type of talk, the kind of talk where you know that them folks who run this industry and run this world, you know they're going to come after you, or you know they're going to start to condemn you, that's when you know it's like, well, I don't even care no more. So shout out to Terrence Howard, man. 74 Red, all is well, man. I appreciate it. Is that A Saint or A Street? Appreciate the support, man. Any of y'all who want to check out any of my music, y'all can go through the digital means. Y'all go to all the digital platforms. If you want to still get physical copies, go to SouthParkCoalitionSite.net. Got a lot of music out. You still want to get CDs and vinyl and all that different stuff, man. I got some t-shirts coming. Even though y'all don't never buy the t-shirts, I'm going to get them anyway. Take them out of town. I'll sell them out of town. Justin says, and see, that's another thing. See, Justin says, my cousin's wedding was $80,000. They better still be married. You spend $80,000 on a wedding, man, you're not worth 300-400 million. Now, if you worth $500 million through 350, 20, 80 million, okay, you got it like that. But boy, if you around here working at Costco, oh man, you better not be spending $80,000 on no wedding, and then y'all be divorced in 6 months. I'm still here. You should bring guests to your show. What show? What show are you saying that I should bring guests to? Because if you're talking about any one of my podcasts, then you ain't been watching. You're not still here. You still here. You should have been there, because we do guests on our podcast all the time. Yakanan Ben Israel, what's going on, my brother? Diesel Water. Hey, man, we got a lot of new people, man. Shout out to you. Marriage is a vow before God, not man. And that's what contaminates it. See, we've been poisoned mentally in a lot of things, not just marriage. We're poisoned mentally behind marriage and other things based on what we saw other people go through, or maybe what we went through ourselves one bad time and like, oh, I ain't doing that no more, because God wasn't involved in it. We made the selections. So now we'll condemn the whole based on selections that we made. That's like even before marriage, like people just be in regular relationships. They say, man, these women ain't nothing, man. I ain't dealing with none of these women. These women this, these men this, all men of this and all men of that. You only can speak from the experience of the men you've been with. You cannot take every dude and lump them all. You can't take every woman and just lump. No, you don't know every dude. You don't know every woman. Your soulmate might be in freaking Brazil, but you only condemning all the other gender based on the 5 or 6 bad relationships that you was in the city you live in. The love of your life might live in the Yucatan Peninsula somewhere. You don't know. Or they might be right in your neighborhood. But we approach these things a lot of times for the wrong reasons. That's all that is. Brazil says, yeah, nobody is traditional and nobody gets it. It's a vow before God and the community. Then you got to get to know people. That's the key. You got to get to know somebody. You got to know. 90. You can't be 90-day fiance. What's the name of that TV show? 2-week fiance or something? No. Marriage at First Sight. That's the name of that TV show. They got a show called Marriage at First Sight where they just link people up in a house, and in 4 days they just met and they get married and all that. Now I'm sure that's happened before and it worked. Matter of fact, I heard a story about that. But that's 1 in a billion, bro. That's not gonna happen. You got to get to know people, man. You got to know how they are when y'all live together and all this stuff. I ain't promoting living together before, but I'm just saying you got to know. Because, boy, people would turn into the freaking exorcists. See, a lot of people will give the presentation. People will give their PowerPoint presentation to you, and it'll just be, you'll just stand ovation. This is, you know, but when they get in the door, snatch the mask off, and you see them for who they really are. So you have to really know to the best of your ability, and it still don't guarantee them, but you got to really know to the best of your ability that person, man. Because you don't know, man. You don't know what they like to do when you live with them. Y'all been going y'all separate ways, go on dates and stuff, and then y'all go y'all separate ways. You don't know that he likes to sniff dog testicles at night. You don't know. I don't know why I said that. I'm just saying, it be some weird, people be into some weird stuff, man. People be into some weird stuff. What's up, Vel? Veli Vel. Got my homie in here from my Facebook group, K-Rino 24/7, one of my real riders up in this thing. G Code up in this thing, St. Louis in the building. Chris B says marriage is not about love. Lady Trill, you done opened up. Ooh, boy, they on this. You done opened up a can of worms. Marriage, some marriages are not about love. But also we got to understand that this keeping it as real as I can keep it. Some people are truly in love when they get married. And just over time, it falls apart. So even though that still contributes to the divorce rate, they don't specify why and what. It just is. But the truth of the matter is sometimes it can be a great marriage, a good marriage, a long-lasting marriage, 15, 20 years, and people get divorced. But they really gave the effort. They tried to make it work. Just over time, something just went bad, went wrong, and it just, you know, I get it. I understand. Their intention, their hearts was in the right place. Come on, Josiah. MC Josiah say, until AI can do shows in small bars and music festivals, I ain't worried. Hey, man, don't put it past them. But yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Ain't nothing like the live show, but man, I don't know. You never know, man. They might figure out. They got holograms. They introduced those holograms years ago. But yeah, but you talking about the hole in the walls, yeah, when you could be right up on people. Speaking of which, June 22nd, Eagle Lake, Texas, man. Eagle Lake, Texas. Your big brother K-Rino and the South Park Coalition will be live in Eagle Lake, Texas. I type slow, y'all, so y'all just bear with me. I'm trying to get this address. That's why I keep it handy. Yeah. Y'all come meet us in Eagle Lake, Texas, man. There's the address of that show. Then on the 29th, we'll be in San Antonio, Texas. We'll be in San Antonio, Texas at Club Verde Lux. So y'all make sure y'all come and check us out, man. Your big brother K-Rino, Point Blank. Klondike Cat will be there. Murder One, Mr. Cap. We're going to be up in this thing, man. So all y'all in the area, y'all come check us out. Oh, in Victoria, Texas. My bad. We'll be in Victoria, Texas on the 23rd. Yeah, what's the address of Victoria, Texas? I'll figure it out. But yeah, Victoria, Texas. We'll be there. So we working, y'all. Trying to catch back up. Yeah, I'm way behind. I know. I'm way behind. I know. Way behind. I'm still here. Says, have you made with a collaboration with any Hispanic artist? Come on, man. Yeah, you got to do your research, man. Come on, man. I love my Latino, Hispanic, my brothers and sisters, man. Hey, I got too many. I probably got more work with my Latino brothers and sisters than I got with black folks. Yeah. Atif Khan, what's going on? Is that A Street? Don't let AI think for you. For minding still far superior. And yeah, no question. It's artificial intelligence. We got real intelligence. Real intelligence invented the artificial intelligence. That's how it is. All right. Is that Dalila Morales? What do you think about Project 2025? Tell me about. I heard somebody talk. I don't know exactly what it is. What is Project 2025? Dalila, what is that? I don't know what it is. I haven't been. I heard somebody say something about it, but I have no clue what it is. Yep. If y'all want to hear more about the AI, go to Underground Dialogue Podcast and pull up that episode we did months ago. It's called The Pros and Cons of AI. We talked about a lot of this stuff. It's on the Underground Dialogue Podcast. Yeah, good looking out, Glandor. I got a project with my homie Climax. Got a project with my homie Drastico. Yeah. Chelsea says her favorite artist is an AI. Man, who is that? Man, I be trying, y'all. I promise I'll be trying to keep up because I'll be trying to answer every question. I'll be missing some, man. Yeah. Will from Within. What's up, man? It's another new name. Subscribe to the channel, Will from Within, and don't be a stranger. Let us see your face more often. We appreciate that. Yeah, y'all give I'm Still Here some titles to go listen to, man. And everybody who is new, y'all just drop some songs. Chelsea, tell your boyfriend salute. I appreciate that. Lamont Stevens, I appreciate you, man. Angie Wise, where you been? Another one of the OGs just popped in the building. Angie Wise, what's going on? Long time. Y'all in there talking about Sade. Y'all don't know nothing about no Sade. Y'all talking about Sade. Daniel says, do you know about the rapper Blind Fury? He's blind and does rap battles. He's pretty good. Yeah, that's my homie. That's my homie, Blind Fury. He had a show that he was doing. He interviewed. We did an interview. He interviewed me. I think last year. You got to put him up on YouTube, Blind Fury, and just type my name up. Maybe that interview will come up. I don't know if it aired or what. But yeah, Blind Fury. That's my homie, man. Yeah, he hard. Blind Fury hard. Yeah. Curtis Slides in the building. Bazil Claymore, let me correct you. You say Islam denies the divinity of Jesus, but doesn't Muhammad say that Jesus is a prophet? Yeah, Muhammad does say that we do believe that Jesus is a prophet, but nobody denies the divinity of Jesus. You can't be a Muslim if you don't love Jesus, and that's a fact. So that's one of the misconceptions, or better yet, lies that they have put out as it relates to Muslims and the religion of Islam in comparison to Jesus, to try to create division between Muslims and Christians who are trying to unify, not the Muslims and the Christians who may be just trying to keep a division or have superiority over the other. But no, you can't be a Muslim if you don't love Jesus. So Islam never denies the divinity of Jesus. We don't put anyone as an equal to God. But Jesus was absolutely divine in that he was the perfect example of how we should live our life. That's why he said he was the door. If we live our life the way he lived his life, because it was a divine life, it was a righteous life. But never let and I'm not saying you did, I'm just saying people in general, never let people who are opposed to something tell you about it, tell you how it really is. Because a lot of the information that the world gets, especially in America, about Muslims and the religion of Islam, it comes from enemies of Islam. Okay, my Gene Rutherford McCullough Gaming. I don't know if I can help you with this one, my brother. Says, I got a question about dating Latino women. How can I please them about apologize to my partner for getting her a birthday gift? This is a, I don't know if I understand the whole. You might have left some words out or something, but I like you might be on your own on that. What's up, CDL? Zapfire Williams. Seeing all these new names, man. All y'all new people, man. Y'all hit subscribe and hang around. If you have not hit the like button, hit it right now. We're trying to get to 100 likes. I'm sure there's plenty of y'all who haven't hit that like button when you came in. So click it right now. Let's get to 100 likes, man. We have a small, humble, modest community here on the K-Rino channel. So we stick together as a family. We might be a little dysfunctional sometime, but we stick together as a family. At least that's my story. I'm sticking to it. All right. Villain is about to create with you, but he want to make you happy. Shout out to the homie Villain, man. What Villain up to, man? That's the homie Villain from way back. Appreciate that, Hector. Greasy Garlic said I caught the new album. Listen to it at work. Hey man, appreciate that. Which one? Which one? Which new album? 7 Hour Block or Audio Optics? Which one? They drop close to each other, not exactly at the same time. Yeah. Laverne Lowe says, would you do a song with Nas or Black Thought? Yeah. Two of the greatest right there, man. Absolutely. Casual P says, I thought Islam believed Jesus was the Son of God. No, I can speak for the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We're taught that we're all sons and daughters of God. Matter of fact, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that we are gods. We're just not the supreme being. We put nobody equal to the supreme God. Even in Christianity, that's taught in the Bible, but a lot of Christians don't take to that. In the book of Psalms, it says, ye are all gods. It said, ye are all gods, children of the Most High God. So it's a separation, it's a distinction. It's like, okay, yeah, you God with a little g, but you children of the Most High. So yeah, you are God because we're a reflection of Him. We are made in His image. But yeah, Jesus is. We are sons and daughters of God as well. But we not living the example He lived because we done fell so far. We niggas and niggettes and operating just low vibration, just influence shaped in iniquity by this world. We messed up. That's why we don't believe in even some don't even believe in a God. Some people just feel like it's a lost cause because the world have messed us up. Things have been done to all of us that just have messed us up. Things have been imposed on us. Bodies of knowledge, false knowledge has been imposed on us. The truth has been withheld from us. Everything that made us who we was stripped and taken from us or remixed or morphed or changed into something else. So we live in that kind of world. Good looking out, Atif. The normal K and the rapping K are two different people. But both need to be protected. Well, the normal K, put it like this. Who I am as a person absolutely is reflected in a lot of my music. So there is a fusion, there is a merging of the two. But yeah, of course, in my regular life, I don't walk around rapping all day and I mean, there is a distinction, but one is still a reflection of the other one because a lot of the things I rap about are based on real life, even if it's not necessarily something I live, it's something I've seen or something I've witnessed, or something that I have actually lived, or something I believe in as the person that I pass on through the music. So that is a merging of the two. Triple X is in the building. Pee Wee Broussard, what's up, my brother? Said the kingdom is within. The kingdom is within. Can't argue with the truth. Create with me. Okay, yeah. I was trying to figure out where we was going, but you know, hey man, Villain, that's my dude. So whenever he ready. Come on, let's teach us, Pee Wee. They say your body is the temple of God. So God is inside with your soul. If we choose to let him live in us. We got to invite him in. Some people block him out intentionally. Some people have let the world shape them to where they just don't even feel like that's real. Because again, when you talk about the higher power, and I ain't talking about God this time. I'm talking about the elites, the Satans who run this world. They've strategically turned us against God. People walk around here they don't even subscribe to it. Because you got bit by that spider. And that's written. It's written that the devil would deceive the whole world. He would deceive the whole world because he know his world on the way out. So he got to take as many of us with him. That's why we talking in the way we talk, man. Acting the way we act. Peace of mind gaming. I appreciate the love, man. Hold on, there go Mr. Cap is in the building. Capellini. Hey man, we gotta do another OG salute for my homie Triple X and my homie Mr. Cap. South Park Coalition representing heavy up in here, man. So right about now, we're gonna do peace signs, power fists, strong arms, salutes, 100s. Everybody dropping one right now, man, for my homies, Mr. Cap, Pee Wee Broussard, Texas Tech is in the chat. Man, we South Park Coalition representing. Come on, man. Y'all drop some love for my brothers. See, these are people I've been rocking with for 30 years, man. These ain't some dudes I just met. It's 3 decades, man, with these brothers. Come on now. While y'all doing that, I'm going to keep it going. Brad Wardian, man, condolences. Brad Wardian said, lost another childhood friend. I'm 40 this year, and my friends have been dropping left and right since after high school. I knew him since 3rd grade. Man, God bless, man. God bless the family. That's the thing about getting older, man. You start to just see people you love. But, you know, God don't make mistakes, bro. You got to stay strong. And they got to live through you now. They got to live through you. When we lose them, they got to live through us. Frank Stun says, would there be a Welcome to the Circus series? Probably not. That was a one-time song. That's one of my favorite songs too, Frank. Don't get a lot of love. That song don't get a lot of love, but underrated. I appreciate that. Sustainable Being is in the building. We say college is DNA. What is that? The God Within. Yeah, good looking out, Laverne. I got a song called The God Within. Y'all go listen to that. Glandor, you showed out on Hood Rules, getting my weight up. Shout out to my homie DLP who produced that, getting my weight up. Y'all didn't know I had that on vinyl at one point? We put that out on vinyl. Or you say God is DNA. Okay, I got you. Sustainable Being. That's right. JD Funky Town is in the building. SPC2G. Hey man, give me to 100 likes, man. We still sitting up in the 80s. If y'all haven't clicked the like button, let's get to 100 and I can get out y'all way. I can get out y'all way if we see 100 today. How many of y'all old enough to finish this? To tell me who said this? I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Who said that? Let me see how old y'all are. Who said I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today? I bet y'all don't know who said that. Brother D. Nail, what's going on, my brother? From another. Salute to you, peace and love. Johnny Kobos, man, thank you, man. Subscribe to the channel, Johnny. Don't be a stranger. Hit that notification bell. That means every time I come on, you'll get a notification. So you'll come kick it with us. Deeper Elevation, Colorado in the building. All the family is up in here tonight. Appreciate the love, Magic. Song a day makes the ignorance go away. I try to make my own ignorance go away. I would do a freestyle, but my style ain't free. Mike, love thyself. Any new projects coming soon? Yeah, man. We got some stuff, man. Me and the homie Dollar Bill getting ready to do a project together. I'm getting ready to do about 5 or 6 songs with Cannabis and Cambada. Finally, I've been dropping the ball all this time. Oh, and and of course, y'all know I'll be going to the lab to do a new album at some point. I have a new project. It's going to be new to y'all, but the second project I did in Canada with my homie Tragic, 11th Hour Entertainment, that album been done. It'll be dropping this year. So got a lot coming up, man. A lot of stuff coming up. But you got to stay connected. This got to be the headquarters, man. Subscribe to the channel and keep your notifications on. That way you'll know everything that we doing. Check SouthParkCoalitionSite.net. I just put the website down in the thing. Send me your email address. I just put my email down in the chat. I can add you to the contact list. That way y'all know everything that we doing. Connie Hodge said, yeah, y'all know about Wimpy. JD got it too. Yeah, y'all better know about Wimpy, man. Appreciate the love, Daniel. It's all about love. I need 7 more likes. What inspired the Maven, Alberto? I try to have some stories on every song. The art of storytelling is a dying art in rap. So I guess the idea just came to me and I just wrote it. It wasn't anything monumental or profound that happened, but I'm glad I wrote it because it's a song that a lot of people like to mention. So I thank God I must have did all right. EDJ, what's going on, EDJ? I see you, homie. Curtis Fly, you almost got it. You said Popeye. But it's really Wimpy. Yeah. Let me see. Kush the Smoker. Thoughts on the T-Rash album? Y'all want to see a T-Rash album, man? Who want to see a whole T-Rash album? Y'all want to see a T-Rash album? If T-Rash dropped the album, what would it be named? What would be the title of it? Man, Triple X, I want to hear that song. That was a long time ago. Yeah. I came to the crib and dropped it. I remember. Appreciate that, Mike. Love thyself. That's a great name. Great advice. When you put life advice in your name, see, that's wise. Every time you say his name, it's Mike, love thyself. Thy means your, so he talking to you. Have over-popular rappers ever challenged you or diss you over the years? Nah, we kind of in two different worlds. I used to try to do that back when I was young. When I was young and crazy, I used to try to battle everybody. Is that in the bez? Man, I'm always mispronounce your name, man. What do you understand about the flower of life? I'm not familiar with the flower of life. Make me know what it is. What is the flower of life? Maybe I know and don't know that name. Brad Warden says, I like the Betting on Me song. Yeah, we getting ready to do another video real soon. Chelsea, can I ask you something? Yep, this is open topic. Go for it. Daniel said you should do one with Crazy Bone. We getting ready, me and Crazy Bone getting ready to do a song. My homie Tragic on the beat. Getting ready to do songs with Cambada, Cannabis, and Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs. So y'all get ready for that. It's already in the works. It's already in the works. So you'll be hearing a Crazy Bone collab real soon. Lady Trill, I can't get enough of storytelling when I write. It's a loss. It's a dying art. It ain't lost, but it's dying. So the people who like to write stories and can actually write good stories, we got to keep it going. I need 4 more likes, y'all. Salute to you, Kush. Teeth Khan, like that Triple Darkness. Temple of Doom. Oh, yeah, you're going way back. Way, way back. Y'all saw the live studio version of Deprogram Casual. If you haven't seen the studio version of Deprogrammed, it should be on the internet, on YouTube. I did it with my homie Doc Loke. Oh, y'all go to my Instagram, man. How many of y'all are not subscribed to my Instagram? I don't really promote my Instagram because I got the Instagram so late and I don't be thinking. But y'all go follow me on Instagram. Everybody who's not following me on Instagram, I want to see if my followers spike up after tonight. See how many of y'all actually went and did it. I just put it down in the thing. Lamont says Grand Deception was nasty, big on man. Yeah, they didn't like that one. It was ahead of its time. If I drop Grand Deception today, they might not even let it be on YouTube. But Brian, you like that bass backwards? Chelsea said I showed an Uber driver of mine flat versus globe, and he was tripping and loved it. Was asking who you are, and made me write down your name. That's what's up. I appreciate that, Chelsea. Hey, thank you for being a unofficial member of the promotion team, like many of y'all are, man. Y'all always trying to turn people on to my music. Deep Elevation say he want Bass Reeves. Man, shout out to Bass Reeves, man. When I first learned about Bass Reeves, I was like, shh, I'm going to do something. I'm going to make a song with his name in it. Yeah. Chris Ramirez finally caught you on the live. What's up, Chris? Don't be a stranger, Chris. If you're just getting in, Chris, hit that like button. Who's going to be the 100th like? Is it wrong to get a man flowers? Hey, I'm gonna let all the men answer that question. I saw this video the other day, right? It was a lady walking down the street with a flower in her hand, right? And she walked past, appreciate that 100 likes, whoever did it. She walked past this guy and she stuck the flower. She offered him a flower, and he looked at her like she was crazy, kept on walking. She was embarrassed. But as a man, we're gonna let all the men answer this question because there's a few ladies in here tonight. As a man, how would you feel if a woman gave you flowers? Like a man gives a woman flowers all the time, deliver surprises with flowers at work, has them delivered to a job, shows up at the door to date and hand us flowers. How would you feel as a man if a woman gave you flowers? I want to see what y'all got to say about this one. His real name was Jay Wellington Wimpy. I remember that. Yeah. I agree, Daniel. They done blackballed. They done whiteballed me. Fentanyl. Oh, that fentanyl is ugly, man. It's messing people up, man. Y'all better quit smoking with everybody. All y'all weed smokers that like to smoke and sociably get high and drunk with anybody who's there. Y'all better quit smoking with folks y'all don't know. Quit smoking, period. But yeah, they passing this stuff to y'all. Yeah. Don't know who you're with. Shaughnessy, I see you. Hold on, man. Where Phantom Face at? I ain't seen Phantom Face in here tonight. Phantom Face final in here tonight. I haven't seen him yet. We over 100, man. I appreciate y'all. Hold on, man. Let me get to this conversation. What email did they come from, Shaughnessy? Blah blah says depends on the occasion. Man, you say you hope they bring flowers to your funeral? Man, I ain't talking about. See, that's where the term come. You want your flowers while you're still upright, man. Ain't nothing you can do with no flowers at your funeral. You ain't gonna see them. You ain't gonna know who brought which ones. Oh, look, are you trying to shoot a slug? See, my first few albums came out on 8-track. While you playing, I wish I did have an album out on 8-track. That's the only way I haven't released an album. I got cassette, vinyl, CD, now digital. I wish I had an album on 8-track. I wish I could make one and put it out on the 8-track. 74 Red says, I'm not a flower fan, but I would accept without question. Aaron Vasquez says, because the man should. So wouldn't want a woman to bring you flowers. 74 Red said he would accept them. My Gene says, I'll say, what is this? But what's wrong with a man getting flowers? I'm like, they just flowers. I'm like, I mean, what would happen? What would be wrong with the flower? Where if the woman gave you some flowers, it'd be like, oh, hey, what's wrong with you? I mean, flowers. That's all it is, a flower. I'm just asking. That's why I asked y'all. Justin said, I wouldn't say no. It's just not formal. I would accept flowers. Why is it not formal? I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I'm just wondering from your perspective, what's wrong with it? Why is it just something that's been traditionally etched in us that a man has to get a woman flower? Is that how it's supposed to be? Is that a rule that I don't know about? What's wrong with a woman giving a man flowers? EDJ said, I'd feel like a punk, emasculated. You would feel emasculated if a woman gave you flowers? Why? Why come? Why would you feel emasculated if a woman gave you flowers? I'm just curious. See, because I'm secure in my manhood. So now, let me say this. If a woman says, hey, I bought you something, and I said, okay, what is it? And she reaches and pulls out a little cute little pink t-shirt, I think this will look good. That's a problem. That's a problem. But flowers is more of a gesture. It's more of a sentiment, like to appreciate a person, right? Now, here's the thing. Men will accept metaphorical flowers all day long. A man can tell another man, bro, I'm just showing love to you, man. I just want to give you flowers, bro. Okay, we'll accept that. Yeah, man, just come on up here, man. We want to give you flowers, man. Dudes telling dudes this all the time. So that's in a metaphorical sense, meaning I'm just going to give you your props, I'm going to give you your acknowledgement, show you your love, let people know, let everybody know we care about you. But if they are physical flowers, you going to feel emasculated? I'm just asking. I'm trying to get some understanding too. Peace of Mind says, I prefer other gifts that don't die, but I'd appreciate the thought. Okay, what if she gave you a puppy? I mean, of course, puppy gonna die at some point, but, would you feel emasculated if a woman walked up to you with a little bitty, little cute puppy and gave it to you as a gift? I'm just trying to make y'all see it in the totality, like, ain't nothing wrong with some flowers. You give you some flowers, you ain't. Now, if you smell them, hey, when she hand you them flowers, you better not take the flowers and go, You better not smell them. You better go. See, it's about how you take the flowers, bro. If she walk up to you and she give you the flowers, you take them like a man. Thank you, baby. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, I appreciate that. It's nice. Hey, appreciate that. Be a man about it. Then you hand them back to her and you say, hey, put these in the thing for me. Set these up, you let her handle them and you accept them. But if you smell them flowers and get emotional, now we're gonna have a problem. You better not smell them. See, that's what a woman do. You had a woman, she goes, oh, it's so beautiful. You better not say they're beautiful, and you better not smell them. You just better thank her for them, give her a firm hug, hand them back to her. Say, babe, put these in some water for me. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And you better not crack a smile. Trying to teach y'all, man. You ain't got to be feminine, bro. I'm secure in my manhood. Ain't nothing wrong with some flowers, something natural from the earth. Don't hand me no feminine looking outfits. Because a woman will do that in a minute. I thought this would look nice on you. No, don't do that. Don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that. No. Do not play with me like that. That old Ben, what's up, Tragic? You must have knew we was talking about you. Just telling you, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I've never received flowers from a woman. No woman has ever given me flowers. I'm just telling you how to react if it ever happened. That's how I would react. I would accept them. I'll be grateful. You trying to be so hard and manly and masculine. She hand you a flower, you gonna slap them out of her hand? Don't you ever disrespect me like that. Don't you ever bring me no flowers. Come on, man. Told y'all how to handle that. I just told y'all how to handle that. So now you got the game. If it ever happens to you, now that's in person. Now, if she reverses the game and you and she sends some flowers to your job, I just hope you don't work at a construction site. Because you're gonna get roasted into oblivion. But at the same time, a woman gotta know better too, though. If I work at a construction site, don't send no flowers to me at my job. See what y'all saying. I'm working on it, Laverne. We're gonna have more videos coming. Come on down, Shaughnessy. Come on down to 8 to the H, man. JD said he'd take the flowers and give them to his mama. You might get in trouble though, because when she come back over your crib, JD, she'll say, "Where's the flowers?" They gone. You're gonna have problems. CDL said no flowers for me, but the thought would be appreciated. What if she brought you flowers in a package with other stuff? What if she came with like 3 things? Like, I bought you that new that 2K. She hand you the 2K game, something to eat, and the flowers. The flowers didn't come by themselves. So I'm trying to make y'all see all different scenarios. Jesse said, I would be surprised to say the least, because it's usually the men giving her flowers, not the other way around. And even the physical flowers that she give you could be metaphorical. She's saying, as a representation, I'm giving you your flowers. I got a song called Flowers. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing through the whole video. I'm handing people flowers, men and women. It's a little cheap plastic flower, but y'all get the point. They ain't got no reason to be scared of me, Hector. Justin says, yeah, I agree. I'm straight edge for life. Jimmy says, have you ever thought about doing a tiny desk before? Well, I mean, I ain't in the tiny desk echelon, Jimmy. That's a whole nother entity. That's more of a mainstream entity. I did think about doing something similar to that, just doing a live show, just in a similar setting, not necessarily like a tiny desk, but a small intimate setting. And I probably will do that, just a small performance, invite only, 15, 20 people, and just rock out. I'm gonna do that for you, Jimmy. I had it on my mind, but I'll probably do it with a band. Definitely with a band. Lavish Logo says, I'm a woman. I don't want no flowers unless you pick them wild. Bet off bringing me a rock. Could not imagine giving a man flowers. Yeah, Lavish Logo's hard. She don't even want you to go to the flower shop and buy her flowers. She's like, you better pick my flowers out the dirt. You better be slapping dirt roots off of my flowers. Woo-wee. You drive a hard bargain. Let me see. Text says, as a man, I would take it as a blessing from God of acknowledgement from one of his fruits in which we men tend to almost never see in this world today. This is rare when you see it. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna feel no kind of way if a woman give me some flowers, because I don't question myself like that. So I know what some of y'all might be thinking. Okay, well, why wouldn't you take the pink shirt? Because you're playing with me. Not wearing no pink shirt. Plus, you got to know the person you're dealing with. See, one of the biggest things that happen a lot of times is that people deal with people for the longest time, and they don't even just take the time to get to know that person in terms of what they like and don't like. And so a lot of times you'll see people will actually buy stuff for the person that they're involved with that the person don't even like, because they'll buy you something that they like. Just like I made the example, said, I thought this would look good. No, you thought. But you've been knowing me long enough. You should know me enough to know I ain't finna wear that. I'm not gonna wear that. And you should know my mind enough to know don't play with me like that. See? So you got to get to know a person, because somebody can have something really like extravagant planned for you. You know what I'm saying? Like they might say, oh, well, it's his birthday coming up. We're going to throw him this big party. I'm going to rent out this place, and I'm going to get all these people. We're going to have this big thing there. We're going to, and he ain't even into that. And then you find out, hey, look, hey, I know what y'all trying to do. Don't do that. I'm not into that. Then they do it anyway. See, that's where a problem comes in, because you have to trust that I know me. I know me. So don't get to thinking, oh, he's going to love it. Don't worry. Forget what he said. Okay. All right. Do it. No. Do what a person likes. That person might say, well, what do you want for your birthday? You might say, hey, really, just to be honest with you, we can just go get something from the little food spot up the street and come home and just kick it. Oh, that's what you want to do? Yes, that's what I want to do. That's what would make me happy. The same way as if I ask you what you wanted and you say, well, I want to go to this play and it's going to be a big thing. And then there's this restaurant. Okay. And that's what you want. Okay. Let's do that. So how would I look if I say, she don't really want to go to that play. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take her fishing. And she on the fishing. They're like, this ain't what I wanted. Nah, man, you got to know people. You got to know who you're dealing with. Making people happy is not always about doing something that's over the top. It's just about doing that which makes that person happy, as simple as it might be. I just want to lay back and watch the game all day. And that just be the thing that'll make that man the happiest in the world. But no, you decided you want to take him ice skating. Well, I already made the plan, and you did that for you. Peace of Mind said, bring me a pepper plant or tomato plant. You want something that's going to bear some fruit. EDJ says, because Lady Trill, women are into flowers and love them and symbolize femininity. Flowers symbolize femininity? You asking, am I sober, Chelsea? How long has my sobriety been? I'm not an alcoholic. I've been sober all my life. I've been sober all my life. I don't drink. I don't believe in zodiac signs. No, so I'm not into the zodiac thing. Brother D. Nail says, I take an example from your song. Yeah, yes. Yeah, I'm just seeing that comment. Yeah. When you secure your manhood, you don't worry about stuff like that. Just like I said, there's certain things you can. Flowers is on the cusp, on the borderline. Yep. The flower of life. What? Oh, that's from Terrence Howard. stuff, I mean, I'm not up on it, man. I'm behind. Ben says, then you're a punk in the first place. What? You're a punk in the first place? What, Ben? Have I ever? No, nobody has ever given me flowers. Have they? No, somebody did give me flowers before. I think Yoli gave me some flowers. Shout out to Yoli, one of our biggest South Park Coalition representatives. We did a concert. I think Yoli gave me some flowers on the stage. I just thought about that. I might have a picture of that. I think Yoli gave me some flowers. Shout out to Yoli out there in Hawaii. I'm gonna double check that. And I was honored. All right, let's go, y'all. Let me see. Trying to catch back up. Deep Elevation said, I wouldn't mind if a woman gave me flowers as long as I'll have her something first. Yeah, when people do for you, it makes you want to do for them. Too many selfish people in the world. A lot of selfish people in the world that just don't, it's all about them. Me, me, me. Just give me something. Give me something. I'm gonna teach y'all the secret one of these days. Zap Fire Williams says, I'm gonna give a man some flowers tomorrow. Hey, look, this is what we need you to do. Zap Fire Williams, when you give that man them flowers tomorrow, we need you to report back here next week, next Friday, and tell us how it went. We're gonna need a full report of how it went down, all right? I want to know. I think it's gonna go well. I don't even know the guy who you got in mind, but I think it's gonna go well. It's all about presentation, though. Oh, come on, Daniel. Come on, Daniel. No, we don't do that. NBG says sunflowers got spikes. Yeah, that's the thing about a rose. The rose is beautiful, but it also got thorns. If you handle the rose the wrong way, you get the thorns. That's symbolic. King David, isn't science and astrology part of the zodiac? Yeah, astrology, not to be confused with astronomy. So astronomy is the study of the stars and all that. But astrology is a different animal because that's dealing with the paganistic aspect of, well, I'm a Sagittarius, I'm an Aquarius, I'm a Leo. I'm the when here we go. Let me go and get in trouble. These signs that we applied ourselves and that we subscribe to, they have nothing to do with your life. We will say, because I'm a Virgo, this is how I am. See, us Scorpios, see, we don't play that. We don't play. Well, the Aries will say that too. The Geminis will say we don't play that. Well, the thing about us Sagittarius is, see, we're real trusting until somebody gets on our back. The Cancers will say that too. Everybody has the same characteristics for the most part. Then they'll say, well, nah, I can't be with you because you a Libra. So there's no Libras and Leos that have ever gotten together and been successful. There's no Cancers and Aquariuses that have never gotten together. Or they'll say this. Well, what are you? Well, I'm a Taurus. Oh, no, I'm a Taurus too. We ain't going to get along. We both make up your mind. See? People are breaking up, getting married, getting divorced, getting mad, getting into it All different combinations of the so-called signs have collaborated throughout the history of the zodiac. All combinations have collaborated. Some have succeeded, some have failed. There's no definitive statistical evidence to say that because I'm this and you're that, we're going to get along or we're not going to get along. Has nothing to do with nothing. Nothing. I don't really fool with Pisces like that. Mm-mm. Then you get pregnant, have a baby, and your son is a Pisces. Come on, y'all. We got to be better than that, man. Our lives are based around, and some people back in the days, back in the newspaper days, when they used to have the horoscopes at the back, and when you read the horoscope, I used to be like a dummy reader. Today you're gonna have a very prosperous. They always tell you the good stuff that's gonna happen. Come on, y'all. We gotta be more godly thinking than that. This does not control you. These are things that were written out by men and women because they're making money off of our ignorance. And they can say the right things to say, well, you're a very ambitious person who loves us. Yeah, I am. But you could have said that about anybody. God is in control, man. Now, are there connections to us as humans and the stars and all that? We are connected to this universe. Absolutely factual truth, but not to the degree where we can take an astrological sign or zodiac and apply that to our life and say this is the determining factor of our success, our failure, or anything in between. This is not the case. S. Murph, what's going on? Fortune cookie vibes. Fortune, same thing. Same thing. Can't wait to crack that fortune cookie open. Lady Trill. And then they put all that stuff. They put all that stuff in there. Like, come on, man. It's a game because they know that we will be motivated. It's like calling a psychic hotline back in the day. Remember the psychic hotline? They're going to tell you some stuff that you want to hear, or they're going to say some general, they're going to give general information that could apply to anybody and have you on the phone just, how did you know? Well, I can tell. I'm just getting a vibe on this phone that you've been through some struggles in your life, huh? Right now, you kind of going through a tough time and trying to figure things out in your life right now. How did you know that? I knew that because everybody is dealing with that. So now you $9.99 a call, boy. They bleeding you out. Astronomy and astrology, not the same thing. But to each his own. We've been tricked. Somebody pulled me up a scripture that talks about the horoscopes. Y'all find me a scripture that talks about how, come on, man. Oh boy. We worshiping this stuff, man. That's a slap in God's face. Not literally. Who is Rod Hayes, Chief Ali? Rod Hayes, Rod Hayes, okay. Sat 12 says if she gives you flowers, give her a cigar. Wait a minute. Hey, Ben, they were just asked, somebody asked me, would I ever collaborate with Crazy Bone? That's how your name came up. So yeah, you can self-promote. Don't be shamed. We shameless plug. 11th Hour Entertainment says a new Crazy Bone album drops. Let me see, Pete. Crazy Bone. Oh, it drops Monday. And 11th Hour Entertainment, Tragic produced the track on that. So y'all support the Crazy Bone album. Support my brother Tragic. Moving up in the world, man. You producing for multi-platinum selling artists now, man. Come on, man. That's what let you know. That's what let you know. See, a lot of times, man, we are very talented. Everybody got a talent, but sometimes we'll have tendency to doubt our own talents when we really, really good because you may not see advancement. You may not feel like you moving like, man, I've been doing this. I'm not. So something had to happen to make you say, oh, okay, yeah, man, I am good. So you got a multi-platinum artist that hearing your music, oh yeah, that's dope. That's all you need to hear. Hey, y'all hit the like button if y'all haven't already. We ain't gonna stop because we get over 100. Will from within. Strong suspicion that many tarot readers taking advantage. Ain't no suspicion. Yeah, exactly. It's the truth. 6 hustles. What's up, man? List all 6 of your hustles right now. We want to know. Albo America. Hey, man, y'all drop y'all locations. God, it's late. Drop y'all locations, man. Everybody in the chat, let me know where y'all at so I can shout y'all out. That's a freestyle. If you're in the chat, let me know where you at. S. Murph is in Philly. You say it fast, it's Smurf. It's like T-Rash. Aaron is in Alice, Texas. Albo is in the 954. What's that, the Valley? Will from within Arlington. Cedar, Dallas. Man, hold on, man. We got Arlington, Dallas, and Fort Worth all in a row. Man, y'all are linked in. Cedar and Dallas, Georgia, though. Well, you know, we're going to still count it. Arlington, Dallas, JD, and Fort Worth. Just incredible. Okay. Deep Elevation in Colorado, Lady Trill in Wharton. What's that, Casper? Oh, Lamont Stevens is in Louisville, Kentucky, home of the great Muhammad Ali. Casual P is in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. iParity is in Naarm, Melbourne, Australia. Lavish Logos, Lake Superior region. My homie Instinct Hip Hop, Cape Town, South Africa. That's all right, man. You here. Laverne Lowe, Brooklyn in the house. L is in Harlem. Hold on, man. We got Brooklyn. We got Harlem. Where my homie Big Ock from the Bronx at? We trying to get all the boroughs up in this bad boy in. If that's the case, we got Brooklyn, we got Harlem. All we need Manhattan, the Bronx, Staten Island. We trying to complete the set. We got 2 NBGs in the Netherlands. Stray Dog out there in Neenah, Wisconsin. Wisconsin always repping hard, man. Sustainable Being is in Hustletown. That's Houston for y'all that don't know. You see Hustletown, that's H-Town. EDJ is in Denver. Okay, from Denver, but out the country. Shaughnessy is in Rhode Island. East Coast representing heavy tonight up in here, man. Kevin Robinson Jr. Louisville. Hold on, Louisville. Louisville repping hard. Albo is in Broward County, Florida. We all over, man. We all over the place. Appreciate the flowers, Will. You a dude, so I'm going to snatch them out your hand. Appreciate you, Will. I wouldn't really snatch them. Just Incredible's in Van City. Peace of Mind Gaming, H-Town. My homie JD, Funky Town. Appreciate the love, Zap Fire. Rio Grande Valley. Yeah. I got love for the Valley. Trying to get back out down that way. Trying to get back down that way, man. Shout out to my homie Mo Hustle. We was in it's Harlingen and what's the other one? Help me out. Down there. It's Harlingen. I came in at the Harlingen Airport, but I went to what's that city I went to? Come on, help me out, Valley. Alberto, third ward. Salute to you. Angelo Garza, Water Planet. Were you on Neptune? Brother D. Nell in Cincinnati, Ohio. JG is in North Lake, Illinois. Yeah. What's that, C. Dean? I got back lessons. I skipped over. Damn, if I would have stopped and listened. Hey, man. Story of everybody's life. King David, did you and Gangsta Nip really have a battle rap? Yes, sir. We needed social media back then. Wow, Laverne said she lived in Dallas, Georgia. Small world. What's up, nephew? Jovan come flying in at the end. Curtis Sly, 2:25 a.m. in the ATL. Appreciate you, Daniel. Daniel's in Iowa. Muhammad Ali. Yeah, they got a Dallas, Georgia. We got a Paris, Texas. Kepler. Kepler 22B. Sure, they don't know about Kepler. They don't know about Kepler 22B. That's that's gonna be our next home when everybody get recolonized. No, I don't believe in that. Codeine. Dean, you in Alvin? You is not in no Alvin, Texas, Dean. You are in Arkansas. Somebody just gave a shout out to Wharton. Man, where did I go, man? Was that in Brownsville I did that show? I flew in to Harlingen. How could I forget that, man? It's gonna bother me all night. Listowel. That's where the homie Tragic is located. Jimmy is in Saxe, Alabama. Jimmy, you moved? I thought you was in a different part of Alabama. McAllen, thank you, Angelo. God dog it, man. Whew. That was bugging me, bro. McAllen, Texas. That's where we did the show. Yes. McAllen, Brownsville, all that's down that way. Albo, avoid Hamilton, Ontario. Yeah, it was McAllen, y'all. Zapfire, San Benito, McAllen, Brown. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. You was just, yeah, it's McAllen. Boy, that's a load off. Six Hustles is in Lamarck. My brother Joe Jones, East Texas. The shout out still coming in, man. Camilo is in Koreatown, Los Angeles. All right. I'm just scrolling down. You finding the shout outs. Yeah, Dean Capping. We know what Dean at. Six Hustles say I got Six Hustles. Say, oh, and of course I have a job. Ivan Angel, Redwood City to Houston. They still coming in, y'all. Idiot, did act, Fresno, California. My brother Dougie Doug, DJ Rec, Legends 34 podcast is in the building, man. No, that was my homie Mo Hustle and Young Star. We did a show out there last year, I think, sometime last year. Man, y'all go subscribe to the Legends 34 podcast, man. Y'all missing some good stuff. Y'all really are. Y'all really are. It's a shame that y'all. That's only to my sports fans. You don't like sports, then don't subscribe. We don't want just dry subscribers like I got on this channel. We want people who actually engage in the content. Oh, you already know. I know where you from, Triple X. Already. Thank you, local by nature. Deuteronomy 10:18. I mean, Deuteronomy 18 and 10 through 14 explicitly forbids astrology as a form of divination. Spectre Cruz, just tuning in. What's on your mind? I done already emptied my mind out. I'm dry. I'm drained now. Yeah. All right. Any more shout outs? Any more shout outs? All right. We will, again, y'all be sure to subscribe. Legends 34 podcast. Do that right now. Be sure to subscribe to the Underground Dialogue podcast. Everybody who wants to be on the contact list for music and shows and concerts and all that, send me an email. I should have 55 emails when I get off this thing. Eagle Lake, Texas will be performing on the 22nd. San Antonio will be there on the 29th. Victoria will be there on the 23rd. So Mavs coming back. Yeah, they coming back to Dallas after they lose in Boston Monday. When they lose in Boston Monday, I had a feeling they was gonna get one tonight. You always think sweep at first, but in my mind, I was like, eh. We need 2 more subs to get to 100 subs on the Legends 34. Who gonna go give us them 2 subs real quick? Hope you're a sports fan. Oh, Sachs is a part of Anderson. I got you. All right, man. I feel like it's something I forget to tell y'all, but it's all good. I'll think about it when I click off. Appreciate the love, man. I'll catch y'all later on. Peace.